U.S. to designate elite Iranian force as terrorist organization. The decision, which critics warn could open U.S. military and intelligence officials to similar actions by unfriendly governments abroad, is expected to be announced by the U.S. State Department, perhaps as early as Monday, the officials said. It has been rumored the Pentagon declined comment and referred queries to the State Department. The State Department, the Iranian mission to the United Nations, did not immediately respond to a request for comment. U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo, a strident Iran hawk, has advocated for the change in U.S. policy as part of the Trump administration's tough posture toward Tehran. The announcement would come ahead of the first anniversary of President Donald Trump's decision to pull out of a 2015 nuclear deal with Tehran and to reimpose sanctions that had crippled Iran's economy. The administration's decision to make the designation was first reported by the Wall Street Journal. The United States has already blacklisted dozens of entities and people for affiliations with the IRGC, but the organization as a whole is not. In 2007, the U.S. Treasury designated the IRGC's Quds Force, its unit in charge of operations abroad, for. Iran has warned of a crushing response should the United States go ahead with the designation. IRGC Commander Mohammad Ali Jafari warned in 2017 that if Trump went ahead with the move, then such threats are particularly ominous for U.S. forces in places such as Iraq, where Iran-aligned Shiite militia are located in close proximity to U.S. troops. Republican Senator Ben Sasse said the move would be an important step in America's maximum pressure campaign against Tehran. A former Undersecretary of State and lead Iran negotiator, Wendy Sherman, said she worried about implications for U.S. forces. 1. IRGC's reach. Set up after the 1979 Islamic Revolution to protect the Shiite clerical ruling system, the IRGC is Iran's most powerful security organization. It has control over. The IRGC is in charge of Iran's ballistic missiles and nuclear programs. Tehran has warned, the IRGC has an estimated 125,000-strong military with army, navy, and air units and answers to Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. It is unclear what impact the U.S. designation of the IRGC as a terrorist organization might have on America's activities in countries that have ties with Tehran, including in Iraq. Baghdad has deep cultural and economic ties with Iran and Oman, where the United States recently clinched a strategic ports deal. Additional reporting by Idris Ali, Michelle Nichols, and Parisa Hafsi. Editing by Mary.
Raindrop, drop top, top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.